Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to some more Apex. I hope you're having a very good day as always. And one of the biggest questions recently has been, when will solos and duos actually make their way back into Apex? Now, I've made several videos talking about solos and how I think that Apex needs to have a permanent solos and duos mode, but we actually don't have any full confirmation on when solos and duos will be coming back, or if they will even be coming back. But recently there were actually some leaks found in the game files, and it does suggest that solos and duos will eventually make their way back into Apex. We just don't know when, and we don't know if they'll be permanent or if they'll just be LTMs as they were before, right? I actually really want to see solos and duos come into Apex as permanent game modes, because I think that Apex needs to have solos and duos, especially right now, because skill-based matchmaking, as we all know, has been very just not fun to deal with so far in Apex. And I think playing against stacked squads all the time just makes that even a bit more unbearable at points, right? So if you actually have solos and duos in Apex, it just gives you a lot more variety in gameplay, and you don't always have to deal with stacked teams who are sweaty. And skill-based matchmaking doesn't really affect you that much if you're playing solos and duos, right? The last time we saw a traditional solo game mode was back in August, right? Which is a very long time ago, and since then we haven't seen solos, right? The last time we saw duos was obviously a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago now, and it was a very good experience. Everyone loved duos. They said it was a lot more fun. It was just, obviously it would be more fun because we don't really play duos as much, but people just all agreed that having duos in the game was good because there's not as much people landing in one spot. It's easier to actually take on multiple teams, and it's not as sweaty all the time, right? So people just really did like duos. I think for the most part everyone also loved solos as well. I did hear some complaints about Pathfinder being too strong in solos and how it was kind of difficult to find ranked matches while solos was around, but in my opinion that was because solos was an LTM at the time, and if solos actually happens to become a permanent game mode, it wouldn't be as difficult to find ranked games because everyone won't be playing solos if it's a permanent game mode, right? Because it was an LTM, obviously everyone would want to play it, but if it's a permanent game mode, I don't think everyone will always be playing solos at every single point in time, right? So that's kind of not really a big issue. Now the reason I personally want solos and duos to come back into Apex, right, isn't because squads is too difficult for me to play. It isn't that at all. I just really prefer to play by myself. I'm a very lone wolf. I just tend to play better by myself, and I just prefer that sort of gameplay. When I'm playing any other battle royale game, I always play solos unless I have some friends online, but I just really prefer that kind of playstyle, and obviously Apex does not allow for that sort of play. Even with duos, right? Although with duos I still had one teammate, it still was more enjoyable than squads to me, because I just prefer having less teammates and kind of making the decisions by myself. Because when you're playing squads, obviously you have to play around how your teammates are playing. You can't run by yourself, you can't land by yourself, because obviously you'll die and your teammates will die as well, right? But with duos and obviously solos, you have a lot more freedom to play how you want to play, and I just really love having the freedom to do what I want to do in a game. And right now it's not really possible to do that in Apex. So hopefully Respawn does implement solos and duos very soon, because right now I'm kind of getting tired of playing squads, not gonna lie. Squads isn't as fun as it used to be, mainly because we're playing squads all the time. Every single match we play is squads, and that's eventually going to get very boring, right? So hopefully solos and duos come soon. Now, as I said, a leak was actually found a while ago that kind of hinted to solos and duos coming back into Apex very soon, and I think that leak is right because most of the leaks are also very accurate, but we don't know exactly when solos and duos will be returning, or if they'll be permanent or LTMs again. So Respawn, if you're watching this video, which you're most likely not, but if you happen to see this video, please bring back solos and duos as permanent game modes. I think everyone can agree on that. Apex would just be so much fun with solos and duos. Every single big battle royale game has solos, duos and squads, and Apex just has squads, right? So that's not very fun, and it's not really up with the times as well. So hopefully Respawn does have plans to implement those game modes in the near future, and let's just have our fingers crossed and hope that solos and duos will be here very soon. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and tell me if you would actually like to see solos and duos coming back to Apex, and if so, why would you like to see solos and duos in this game? I've said solos and duos way too much in this video, but thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you in some more Apex. Till next time.